Well, what is up there, my people? This is Jeff Zimfer. Jeff Zimfer Shillelagh McFlanagan, the host of the Mortgage Marketing Radio. And you can see that my beard is not working with me here. So let's, without further ado, kick off St. Patty's Day with a little Dropkick Murphys, eh? And perhaps a little Guinness, eh? Pop this puppy open. That's some good stuff. This beer's got a nice head on it. All right, so that's shout out to the Dropkick Murphys, the meanest of times, a good old Irish band from Boston. And if you've ever had the privilege of seeing them live, you know what I'm talking about. So what is up, my fellow Irish men and women, Irish wannabe men and women? We are going live today, just having a little fun here on St. Patrick's Day. What are you doing while you're watching this? Are you out and about somewhere celebrating St. Patty's Day? Did you already celebrate, or do you not celebrate at all, right? Are you one of those people who just don't celebrate? I don't know. So here we go. I'm live on Facebook. There we go, checking it out. And we are going to pick up where we last left off. Let's just see what our badass button has to say.
You are a badass.
There you go. You're a badass. So for those of you watching, you're a badass. You know, you never know what you're going to get when you go Facebook Live, so you just do it. And whether you're watching live or on the replay, I'm glad to have you here. I got some notes. We're going to be having some fun doing giving a few things away for participation. I've got right here in my my little pot of what would be normally gold. Check this out, folks. You listen, you pay attention on this session of Facebook Live. We're talking about money, 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 making it rain, okay? So here we go. We are picking up from where I last left off, which is the lessons learned from interviewing over 100 of America's top originators, and I'm a little parched. St. James Gate, Dublin, Ireland. Well, here's to you, St. James Gate in Dublin, Ireland. So I'm not sure where I last left off, but these are, you know, it's been said that success leaves clues, right? If you want to achieve a goal, that there's others who've likely achieved what we want, we can learn from them. So in 2016, I began my journey to deconstruct the habits, routines, and daily rituals of the America's top performing originators and to share their stories on the Mortgage Marketing Radio podcast, which, by the way, hey, t-shirts, Mortgage Marketing Radio t-shirts. Who wants one? Okay, I'm going to tell you how to get one of those in just a few moments. So if you're watching, you know, let me know you're watching, and I'll tell you how you can get a t-shirt. And if you're watching the replay, just type in #replay. That way I can find you on the replay, and maybe you'll be lucky and win a t-shirt. Okay, so where did we leave off last time? We talked about the power of belief, right? That you can't outperform your personal beliefs about yourself because that is your identity. We talked about having high standards. Top performing originators set high production standards and refuse to accept status quo from themselves or anybody else around them. We talked about consistency, right? They have self-integrity to follow through and continually complete the required activities to achieve their goals. And we talked about habits and systems. Many originators set production goals, but most don't achieve them. Why? Because it's not setting the goal, right? It's the habits and systems that lead to consistency and determine your outcome. It's the concept of time blocking, right? It's like my friend Stacia Weishar, who we had on the podcast. She's ranked in the top 1% with Home Street. She lives by the adage, if it isn't on the calendar, it doesn't happen. She time blocks her priorities, prospecting and past client calls, ensuring she acts on the habits and systems to achieve her goals. So guys, habits and systems, right? That's the key. You know, one of the episodes we recently did was Jim Fortin, which was on the power of identity, which is really the real secret to achieving anything you want in your life. And I've been really taking that on a lot lately and asking myself the question, and I'll pose this to you, is, you know, if you go back and listen to that podcast with Jim Fortin, you'll hear him talk about how most people try and achieve a goal from the standpoint of do, have, be, right? Which is, what do I need to do so I can have the thing and be the person, right? And it's actually the reverse that's true, right? It's be, do, have. Who do I need to be in order to do the thing, to have the thing? Does that make sense? So if your goal is to make $100,000, for example, you have to ask yourself, am I being the kind of person, right, that am I being the kind of person who would earn $100,000? And what are the characteristics and the habits and the traits? Am I doing those things? Give you a real personal example. So some of you may know I'm working on a new book. Don't want to tell you the title, but it's going to be coming out ideally in May. And when I ask myself, hey, what is the type of person, who do I need to be, right? That would be somebody who's writing this book and achieving the results from the book, right? It would be, I need to be somebody who gets up at 4:35 a.m. to bang out 2 hours of writing every single morning. So it's, who do you need to be, right? And what do you need to do, right? And if you start with be, if you're being the person, then that's going to lead to the doing, because a person who, right, is, right, somebody who has the self-integrity to follow through, they do those things so they can have the end result. It's not the reverse, right? It's not the, hey, I need to do this so I can have this so I can be, right? So hopefully that makes sense. If you guys think that makes sense, let me know. Leave a comment below. Okay. Consistent, we talked about the habits and systems. We talked about that. Knowing your numbers. It's been said that if you don't know your numbers, you don't know your business. And I know what this number is. This is 14.9 fluid ounces. Actually, it's a little less now. So there you go. So top originators can tell you exactly how many conversations with prospects lead to an application and how many loan applications result in a loan closing. Do you know your numbers? Because if you don't know your numbers, you don't know where you can improve, right? Once you know your numbers, you build your sales activities and process improvement around that. Want to grow your production? Simple. Talk to more people or get better at the people you already talk with. Okay? All right. Now, speaking of getting better, speaking of habits and systems, right? Speaking of being the person and doing the thing, right? And knowing your numbers, I wanted to announce for you guys today a brand new coaching group that we're offering. It's a small group, intensive 6-week coaching group. It's called LO Launch. And I'm so excited about it because many of you have asked for this, have wanted this, and many of you know that I coach about 30 loan officers, separate for Movement Mortgage. And what I'm doing now is combining that, what I've learned there, right, and some of the things we put into place for those people, but also we're integrating what I've learned from interviewing over 100 of the top originators in the country, and we put together this kick-ass 6-week, super intensive accountability small group, 20 people only. It's our Founders Inner Circle group. So we're going to be doing a lot of special things. We're going to help you get more agent referrals, achieve your goals, and close more loans. I put up about a 4-minute video that explains everything. There'll be a link below. But if you're interested in that, just comment LO Launch, and I'll know how to follow up with you here on the Facebook. But let me put the link to that in the live feed here. So that is LO Launch, LAUNCH.me. LOLaunch.me. I'm just going to type that in there right now. So anybody who's watching it can check it out, whether it's live on the replay. And once you click that link, you're going to go to see that short video. And so this, we're going to open up enrollment for it this coming week. It's only going to be open Monday through Friday. Then we're going to close enrollment. We're only going to take the first 20 people. And after that, we'll see if we do it again or not, but it's going to be awesome, because here's what we're going to go into. We're going to talk about session 1, habits and disciplines of elite performers. We're going to talk about in session 2, agent prospecting that gets results and scripting to be able to succeed and improve your conversions with real estate agents. Step 3, we're going to dive into knowing your numbers and how to better predict what your conversion rates are going to be, how to ensure you've got a full pipeline so you get off the roller coaster ride. We're going to talk conversion tracking. Session 4, scripting and role playing to reduce rate shoppers. Session 5, database mining to grow your past client database and pipeline. Session 6, personal branding, digital marketing, content marketing, all that kind of stuff, so you can attract consumer direct leads, build your personal brand, how to get started, and go to the next level with that. And then we're going to be having fun along the way, some prizes, some giveaways. We'll have a graduation awards and recognition ceremony. And as I said, only 20 spots available. We meet once a week for 6 weeks on a Zoom conference meeting, and there will be expectations, accountability, homework, and you will be held accountable. And that's what this is all about, is helping you get to that next level and achieve your results through our small group LO Launch, brand new quick start coaching program. So if you want to learn more, go to lolaunch.me. All right, let's get back into the other traits of these top producers. Okay, here we go. And let me just check here real quick on the feed. What is up, my people? I got to open up my program. So, yeah, look at that. I am on the speaker now. Ha. Talk about running 6 different systems at the same time. All right, so here we are. We're rolling it. We're rolling it. Okay. All right, so let's get into, let's see, we talked about knowing your numbers, right? That's a key trait. Number 6, the power of focus. Hey, little hinges swing big doors. Top producers focus on the few key activities that drive 80% of the results. They don't get shiny object syndrome. They don't try and implement too many things at once. Here's the key: master the fundamentals. By the way, you guys like this tie? Check that out, huh? Woo, woo, woo. Hope you like that tie. I lost my beard. So they master the fundamentals, okay? And what are the fundamentals? Those are the blocking and tackling elements that we've already talked about here, right? Making the calls, having the meetings, still working and prospecting real estate agents. Guys, look, 8 out of 10 people in the country today buy a house using a real estate agent. It still is the quickest path to get, ready to buy now business. The question is, how successful are you at capturing that business? I want to know what your thoughts are. Hey, put Happy St. Pat's Day in the comments. I see you watching. Don't be a secret agent. Let me know you're here. Okay. Besides that, we got free prizes to give away, like Mortgage Marketing Radio t-shirts, right? You put your hand in the bucket, you draw out, you tell me which dollar bill I'm going to pull out, and we're going to give away a free t-shirt. We're going to have a little trivia quiz, question, all that kind of stuff, all right? So let me know you're here. Let me know you'd like to get a free t-shirt. All right, so the power of focus, little hinges swing big doors. Number 7, process improvement. Top performers are relentless in finding ways to streamline their customer and referral partner experience. Okay, great example of that is somebody who was on our podcast, Heather Bomar of Cornerstone Home Lending. She gives a process improvement journal to her team. When any team member runs into a process that could be improved, they document it and review it during her weekly team meetings, and they create a plan for how to improve that process. Lordy, lordy. Okay, can I get a witness? Is that an awesome idea or what? Where can you improve your process? How about your process for, right, the first time you deal with somebody on the phone, overcoming rate shoppers, delivering your value proposition, articulating why someone should choose you over someone else, okay? What is your value proposition? Are you clear on it? Do you need help getting clear on it? How about your value proposition to real estate agents? Are you sounding like every other LO in town? Great rates, great service, close on time, blah, 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 blah. All right, it's like you've had too many of these when you tell a real estate agent that. That ain't going to work. That don't cut it, okay? So you need to be better at value proposition and scripting and dialoguing, and you need to be better simply at getting in front of maximum agents in minimum time. So, hey, shameless St. Patty's Day plug. If you want to learn more about our brand new small group LO Launch coaching program, it's in the link below there, lolaunch.me. 20 people only, taking the best of what I've learned, interviewing over 100 of America's top originators. Also the best of what I've learned now, coaching 2 years in the trenches, over 20 loan officers, many of whom are President's Club winners, bringing that to you for 6 weeks, boot camp, intense, accountability, weekly action plans. If it's for you, check out the link. We posted a short video. I'm going to explain everything in there. Love to have you join us. It's at lolaunch.me. All right. Lastly, we got the last 3 here to go, number 8, 9, and 10. Top producers. This is what I've unpacked interviewing of 100 of top America's top originators. A good team. May sound obvious, but to scale and grow your production, you need a competent operations support team. You know, it's been said that if you don't have an assistant, you are the assistant. So what are you doing there? Hiring the right team freed up Debbie Secord of Guild Mortgage to implement new sales and marketing activities, helping her fund 260 loans last year in 2018. Where's your team? How do you get a team? Well, first you got to have the production to be able to afford a team, right? So you got to raise your production, which means you got to check out our brand new coaching program, lolaunch.me. Number nine, here we go. Anybody want to predict what number 9 is? I'll put my hand into the barrel and somebody's going to come out a lucky winner. Hello. Okay. Somebody's going to win a Mortgage Marketing Radio t-shirt. Got to keep people with me here. Is anybody out there? Let's turn this thing on. Hello. Can you hear me? Check. Bueller. Ferris Bueller. If you're here, let me know. All right, so there's my loudspeaker. Is anybody having fun? Come on. Got to have more fun in life and business, right? Okay, so number 9, product knowledge. Being a top producer requires you have a thorough understanding of loan product guidelines. You know, I can't tell you how many times I see loan officers post in these various Facebook groups and stuff about, hey, what about this person qualifying like this? Or how about this product guideline, etc. You know who you never see posting guideline questions in there, right? Top producers. Shant Benosian, ranked as the #1 loan officer with guaranteed rate nationwide. Okay, when I interviewed him, here's one thing that stood out about him. He leverages his rapid recall of product knowledge to quickly instill confidence and loyalty in his clients and referral partners. He's developed a reputation for knowing how to get deals done. Is your word your bond? When you can, demonstrate your knowledge of product guidelines to be able to win more deals, to tell people yes you can when others are telling them no you can't, right? That's going to help you build a reputation of somebody who knows how to get deals done, which means you're going to attract more business to you. That's the smart play. Invest time in understanding and learning your product guidelines. All right? Cool. All right. Number 10. Personal brand. Getting noticed in today's noisy world requires you stand out with a unique brand and relevant message that attracts your ideal clients. Maybe your ideal clients are leprechauns, like mine. That's why I'm wearing what I'm wearing today, right? Every year I like to attract leprechauns. Sean Cahan of Cornerstone Mortgage Group in San Diego branded himself as the Mortgage Geek, right? Interviewed him as well. That's helped him attract a loyal fan base, a following that helps him rise above the noise and differentiate him from all the other competitors in San Diego. As the president of the company, right, he still funds $134 million in 2018. He'll tell you that the Mortgage Geek is just an extension of his personality, so he's really just being him. But again, what are you doing to rise above the noise? How are you going to get picked and chosen? Is it going to be, hey, my company closes like in 21 days? Is it great rates, great service? Is you really care? That's nice. But, I often ask in the classes I teach, personal branding mastery for real estate agents, I ask them, hey, what's more important, being well-known or being knowledgeable? And the real answer is both. Here's the challenge. You can't demonstrate or use your knowledge until you become known. And you're in a business that demands you become known so you can become chosen. All right? That's the key, folks. So that's it. Hopefully you caught the other live videos we did. This was a quick review of my Housing Wire article that covered what I learned, lessons from the top, interviewing over 100 of America's top loan originators. Boom, we are done with that. Closing out by saying we have put together an exclusive small group intensive coaching program called LO Launch. There's a link below. It's called lolaunch.me. I put up about a 4-minute video, gives you insights into everything, but I'm going to unpack everything I've learned over the last, I've been in the business since 2003, but coaching loan officers for the last 2 years, interviewing over 100 of America's top originators, bringing you the best of the best. So check out that program because enrollment closes on March 22nd, I believe it is, whatever this Friday is going to be, right? So today's Sunday, St. Patty's Day. This Friday, enrollment closes. There's only room for 20. We're going to go through 6 different sessions together, Session 1, habits and disciplines of elite performers. Session 2, agent prospecting that gets results. Session 3, knowing your numbers, conversion tracking. Session 4, scripting and role playing to reduce rate shoppers and succeed with real estate agents. Session 5, database mining to grow your pipeline. Session 6, personal branding and digital marketing. And a bonus session, graduation awards and recognition. We're going to be giving out prizes and awards along the way. It's going to be fun, high energy, only 20 elite performers. Are you one? I don't know. Maybe you need to decide that, right? Remember, identity. What's your self-identity? Okay, go learn more at lolaunch.me, and we'd love to have you join us. Again, there is going to be an application review process. So once you guys submit your information, I'm going to be digging into that and making sure you're the right fit for the group, because this is not for everybody. All right. So that's it, guys. This was my St. Patty's Day Facebook Live session. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you're watching on the replay, the link is in there, lolaunch.me. Love if you would just type in, hashtag replay. That way I can engage with you, knowing you were from the replay. All right. So be safe out there. Have a good one. Enjoy yourself some Guinness, right? It is a meal in a can. And hey, sorry we didn't get any players. But by the way, if there's anybody watching on the replay that wants a Mortgage Marketing Radio t-shirt, here's how you get it. You leave me a review on the podcast over at iTunes, okay, Apple Podcasts. Leave me a review and then ping me here on the replay and just say, put in hashtag replay, and I'll look and see that and confirm that you did indeed leave a review on iTunes, and then we'll get you a free t-shirt. All right, Mortgage Marketing Radio. These puppies are soft and they smell good, like a fresh little bunny, right? Actually, they smell like a leprechaun's feet. So if you still want one after that, you know what to do. Peace out. See you on the next one. Bye for now.